that person's in your soul family. You've been reincarnating with this individual lifetimes after lifetimes. And so there is karma that has been accrued energies that have that need to be balanced out in these types of relationships. So they're very, the energy sizzles, it's very palpable. And so this is why we do the things that we do. And now, this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Do not be too focused on the gender of the cards, as we all have female and male gender, or energies, actually. So don't focus on the genders. If you don't know your natal chart, please take a look at your natal chart by going online and typing free natal chart calculator, and you will get your natal chart. So if this does not resonate with you, check it and look at the other zodiac signs. Maybe those may resonate with you. Also, if it does resonate with you, please like my page by pressing the thumbs up below the channel. There's a thumbs up, so if you could press that, I would really appreciate it. That gets my video circulating, and as I'm new, I really need all the help I can get. Also, it is quite an advantage that because I am new, I'm able to get your energies a little bit better, because I don't have as many subscribers yet, but I do get a subscriber every day, so I appreciate those new subscribers. And so we're going to start. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. So the energies that I read may be vice versa. So it's up to you to decipher whose energy you are between that of your soulmate or twin flame. I will not tell you who your twin flame is, because if you do have a twin flame, you'll know that that person is your twin flame. There is absolutely no doubt in your mind. And there's so many things that go along with this situation, which I will address in another video. Or actually, I have addressed in another video if you'd like to take a look at my videos. So, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. I call in fire, air, earth, water, ethers, spirit guides, great shamans, Holy Spirit, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, to give me the best reading that I can possibly get for Virgo and their soulmate. Thank you. What past life issues are affecting this current life? I do have to shuffle the cards like this because it breaks the energy. So it does take a little bit longer, and so just bear with me. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Authority figure. In your previous and current lifetime, you followed rules that were set down by authority figures such as parents and teachers. You may have also encountered intimidating or even cruel authority figures in the past. Perhaps you find yourself in the presence of those who are power-hungry or abusive. These situations can lead you to fear authority figures and succumb to their will in the present. While it's normal to sometimes be intimidated by powerful individuals, fearing authority figures can lead to unhealthy passivity. For example, you may feel pressured to bow to another's rule without standing up for your rights. Or you may develop conflict phobias in which you negate your own needs in order to avoid arguments and disharmony. In some cases, this can lead to a form of depression called learned helplessness. in which you don't even try to improve your life. To heal the situation, fill yourself with self-love and self-esteem, and see yourself as being whole and healed. Oftentimes, just remembering past life details will lead to clearing and healing. And so this is why we're doing this. So you might get dreams of, maybe sometimes you get dreams of people that you've never met before, or places that you've never seen. And so please keep a diary next to your bed and write down the minute you wake up, because oftentimes you forget about these dreams, and the color, like if there's something that pops up, whether it be a color or a person or what a person says, or the plot of the whole dream, or specifically how you felt about this dream, or your emotions through this. And then try to, there's a lot of, online, there's a lot of dream interpretations and stuff, and try, before you actually go to a dream interpretation, try to interpret them yourself, because nobody else knows but yourself on what the significance of those dreams are. So excuse me, sorry for the glare, but I will try to show you the cards as I pick them up. There's some sort of lock on my phone. Hold on for a second. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. What is your current karmic relationship? What is your current karmic relationship with your soulmate, Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. What is your current karmic situation? Current karmic situation for my Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Current karmic relationship. Okay. So here I get the Four of Cups. I feel some sort of depression. Somebody is suffering from depression, or not willing to see the good things that they have in their life, like not being able to see all the great things that they have. So it is encouraged that you write the things that you're grateful for in a book, and then maybe like think about those things that in your life that that could be worse, and think of all the things that you're privileged to have in your life, because the angels don't like that. It seems like the angels are trying to give you, open doors for you and give you gifts, and you're not even taking them because you're preoccupied with this lack mentality, with this resentment. Some of you it's a fear. Some of you it's boredom. What karmic inheritance are you bringing to the relationship? So here, I'm seeing here that one of you guys is dealing with these emotions and the other one is trying to offer their love. And this, of course, soulmate relationships are divinely guided love. That these connections have had a contract before your reincarnation, and there were lessons that you have to complete. Now, some of these soul connections can become karmic if you have completed what you needed to complete with these soulmates and have not went your own paths and further have become negative, and so they may lead into karmic situations. So let's see, what are your hopes or actually what karmic inheritance? Virgo, what's your karmic inheritance that you're bringing to this relationship? What karmic inheritance are you bringing to the relationship? Okay, you got the Nine of Pentacles. And it actually, for some of you guys, I feel that you are so used to being on your own. You know, you are very independent. You are so independent to the point where your partner feels that you don't need them because you're able to fulfill your own cup by yourself. And so sometimes your partner may feel lacking because I feel that they may think that you may not need them. And so also I feel that you are so used to doing things just so because you've been living by yourself for forever, or living in a certain routine in a way of life. This is definitely an earth sign. You've been living in a certain way and you have your certain routines and things that you like to eat and things you like to watch, that you have a set way of doing things, that if somebody comes into your life, they have to fit your life in a nice wrapped package. Okay? So what did the other person inherit? Your soulmate, Virgo. What did Virgo's soulmate inherit? They've inherited the Page of Swords. So they've inherited this quick-wittedness about them. They're very sharp intellectually, and so they're able to deduce things in their mind very analytically and deduce things that will come to the right conclusion most of the time. And so they're very apt at doing research, and they can wield their sword to communicate effectively. So they have the gift of communication, where they're able to communicate things to where people understand them. But sometimes they let their emotion get a little too much. They let their emotions get to them, so sometimes they wield the sword of the wrong way, where it could be dangerous if they don't balance this. And this could be out of lack of maturity or lack of development in their emotional intelligence, where it causes them to not have control of their emotions and wield that sword in a way that could hurt someone or decapitate them. Okay. This person is very intuitive. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So right here, I see earth signs, water signs, and air signs. So what are your hopes and fear, Virgo? What is Virgo's hopes and fear? What is Virgo's hopes and fears? What is Virgo's hopes and fears? Well, your fear is that you no longer want to feel as if you're the silent warrior with the Nine of Wands reversed. What do I mean? I mean that you have been through battles and scars from past experiences and past lovers and relationships where it didn't bode well. And do you see these wands? These wands represent passion, and they have flowers in them. So you've given it your all, pretty much. You've kind of like released everything in these passionate encounters and these relationships with other individuals, where it causes you to give your life force, your energy into these relationships, and maybe madly fall in love, where you get your heart broken, and you've endured a lot of broken relationships where you have learned your lessons. And so at this moment you're wary of these relationships, and so you don't want to repeat the cycle, but you're willing to give it one last try, but you're defensive. You're actually looking for that person who is the right person for you. And you don't want to invest on anyone less than that. And you have one last want to do this with. And this is what your hope is, Virgo. You might have fire in your chart. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. What is your partner's hopes and fear? So I got the Magician. So this person's hope is to manifest. To manifest things that will meet their needs. To maybe like manifest this relationship. So to manifest their divine partner. This is a card. The Magician signifies the masculine divine partner. So they do want this connection. And so they hope that they can manifest their divine partner. So how do you see them, Virgo? How do you see your partner? How does Virgo see their partner? How does Virgo see their partner? So my throat chakra is closing up. So I feel like there's somebody who I feel that isn't communicating either, or two people might not be communicating, or if they do communicate, it's in a harsh way. Or not expressing their emotions, very cold. How do you see your partner? You see them, oh, as I was just saying this, I get the Knight of Swords. Now this is a knight that comes rushing in. They come charging in like a tornado. Okay, why do I say they come charging in like a tornado? Because they're very aggressive. And this is the sort of communication. And they will wield it aggressively, sometimes charging in like a tornado, where it can sometimes cause devastation to the land. Maybe it'll flip some houses around, or it will be somebody's tower moment. And so maybe you feel that this person, your partner, is, and it's funny, I was telling you guys about my throat chakra and how there was a lot of arguments. You feel like your partner is very aggressive in their communication. They're very impulsive with their words. And so as soon as they come into a conclusion or deduce a reasoning that they have in their heads, they come charging in with their truth, what they consider their truth. And so you feel that they're a little aggressive, or they're maybe not true, but you don't say anything. You just cross your arms and not express your emotions or how you feel. Yeah, my throat chakra is hurting, so somebody's not communicating. I feel that there's a lot of communication that needs to happen. For some of you Virgos, I see that your partner is also not communicating with you. They're holding their stead. So that they have all these things in their head that they have come to their own logical conclusion and understanding. And they're looking at you. It's looking at me. And they know, they're keenly aware because their intuition's on fleek. So they're very smart. But I see there isn't communication for some of you guys. So this person is not charging in, is like doing the opposite. So I feel that there's two extremes here. But I will leave it upright for now. How does your partner view you, Virgo? And you're very defensive about it. You were defensive about it. You're getting over it for some of you guys. But for some of you guys are still defensive about the way that this person's behaving. How do they see you? Okay, so they see you as the Six of Pentacles. As a man or a woman who is sharing their resources with others. And maybe you have children for some of you guys. And other of you, maybe you are sharing your time and resources in in with different families or different relationships. So you're juggling here. Maybe you're giving maybe to one more than another. And so this is how they see you. They see you dipping your fingers in all the cookie jars. Or they view you as somebody who is not giving reciprocity in this relationship. So while one is investing more than the other, and they feel like they have been the one investing in this relationship while you have not invested anything, or you invested, you've invested, like something that is effortless, that requires nothing from your part. And so there's been a problem with this reciprocity here. We're dealing with two individuals who are very dominant individuals. Two individuals that are very strong-willed, stubborn as fuck. Stubborn. With the 30. I put the 30 figure card with the cards that I have here. I will clarify a little later on some other things. What is the karmic future in this relationship? What is the karmic future in this relationship? Karmic future for Virgo. So there will be, with a Page of Cups, there will be communication. Somebody's going to communicate and make a small offer or gesture. This is not a queen or a king or even a knight, so it's a very small gesture because they're just finding out how they are feeling about this. Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. I'm going to use my own cards that I'm publishing, so once they are complete I will let you know so you can purchase them. But I'd like to show you what the Page of Cups means in my deck. And so just bear with me here. Page of Cups. So your feelings are bubbling towards the surface. So you are reflecting about your feelings towards both of you guys, about your other person, about your person. And there is love here, there is, but it's new. And so there will be communication and somebody's going to express their feelings here in the future, I see. So I will be using my cards to ask about this Four of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups here? What's going on with the Four of Cups? So it's funny that I get the same cards right here that I pulled out, which is a Page, actually the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So like I said, it restated exactly what I said, that somebody came into a person's life like a tornado with their words. Okay? And kind of created like havoc with the energies. And so this person said, oh, I'm not dealing with this. Like they feel like it's too much. Too many things that they're fighting for, or too many stuff on their plate, that they don't have time to deal with issues like this. I kind of get there's some clash of egos here in this situation, and I also get that I feel that both of you guys are spying on each other with a Page of Swords here in your karmic current connection, your current karmic situation. I get for both of you guys, I get, are you paparazzi because you're scoping someone hard? So you both are kind of like maybe looking at each other's social media, maybe looking at each other's, driving through each other's homes, or asking friends of friends, oh, and how is so-and-so doing? I am going to say what I feel, guys, and for some of you guys, I feel that you're letting your ego drive you to the point of not feeling like you don't need to give anybody explanations about what you're doing or who you're with or whatever, or how your life is. You don't need to give anyone explanations. Almost like a bit narcissistic about the situation, like power tripping, like a narcissist would. And everybody has a bit of narcissism in them, right? But some people have extremes, and I'm not saying you are extremes. I really get that there's a little bit of this egotistical view of, why should I tell you what? Are you the magistrate? Why should I tell you? It's none of your business who I'm giving my time and energy to. And you're dealing with a person who is a Queen of Cups, so she definitely has Pisces. She has Cancer or Scorpio in her chart. So this lady's emotions run deep, deeper than Atlantis. So she delves in deeply when she loves. And she's not afraid to swim with the sharks and the mysterious last layer of the ocean floor, where all the crazy, scary critters lie that you never see at night in the daylight, or you never see them unless something very drastic. Why am I saying this? There's a reason, yeah. You never see these critters, these foreign, scary-looking, beastly animals that you see in the bottom layer of the ocean, unless you get a tsunami or something catastrophic that has placed these animals in people's view or towards the surface. So this person goes really deep with her emotions, or his emotions, that they're very transformative. Like they transform every time there's a death and rebirth here. And I'm thinking it's both of you. So Virgo, I'm thinking you do have, because this fell over here, And it fell not only in your side, Virgo, but also next to how you see this woman or man with female energy. So it could be a man or a woman. Remember, we both have male and female energy within us. So I could hear that you like sorry. You go so deep that you can't go back. You can't, once you go in all the way. And so when some things don't work out, or where there's some sort of clash, it's like catastrophic, right? To the point where it's very transformative. And you both feel like this relationship has hit rock bottom, but the worst is over. You can see that this fool went on his full journey. You know, like the fool has this picture where he's in with his knapsack and like his ready to run away from home with his dog, and then he's like, looks like he's going to fall off the cliff. And in this tarot card, he does fall off the cliff and he busts his head open. Okay, but the worst is over. You've learned your lesson. Okay, the worst, this is it. Now you're here. All you have to do is get up. And sometimes, although we physically are fine, sometimes mentally and emotionally, we still have damage that we have incurred, that we need to heal. I'm going to clarify the Six of Pentacles to see what that's all about. So your partner views you as the Six of Pentacles, where they feel like you haven't been fair. Again, they do think that you're their divine masculine. They do think that they want this relationship to work, okay? You make shit happen like magic. It's like they invested so much energy. Do you see this one focusing on one thing, manifesting one thing? They've invested so much into manifesting. The Magician is Mercurial, so it can be Gemini or Aries, but it can be any sign. Actually, Virgo also is Mercurial as well. And the reason why I say Aries, because the Magician's cloaked in red here. That's the color of Aries. But it could be any chart, any natal zodiac sign, actually. So this person feels like they focus all their energy and to no avail. And they feel as if you do this often. You share, you spread your wealth, meaning your wealth like doesn't necessarily have to be monetary. It could be like you spread your wealth, your love with your wand. You can like I said, you dip your hand in every cookie jar to sample all the delicious cookies that the world has to offer. And grass is always greener on the other side. And you're just like, with a Knight of Wands, you're just like the revolving door. And that's how your love life is, pretty much like a revolving door. And you go where all the action is, all the adventure. Because this I'm going to clarify this actually. So this person sees you as a player. Somebody who, for their kicks and shits and giggles, they would trample over anyone over a conquest. So for some of you guys, I get here that the love that's being offered here with a Page of Cups is a new love offer. With a One of Cups is a gift of love, is a love offer of, for some of you, some Virgos, is a love offer to a earth sign, Queen of Cups, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus person who you're offering your love to, okay? And this is a Miss Resourceful, can make lemonade from dirt water. So she'll make a home very nice and comfortable. She is very successful in the physical world, a nurturing, caring person who enjoys the comforts of life and who nurtures the people that she loves in a way that she would nurture herself. And she has much love for herself, but she's very resourceful. And so for some of you guys, and for others of you guys, and you feel that this person also can give you stability. For other of you, you feel like being more stable and being less of the player that you were and more stable, and so you want to offer this person a true gift of love. And so you want to create with this person, you want to offer some sort of boon or some sort of stability and nurture, and like nurture this relationship. Okay? Yeah. So I was asking myself, what does the authority figure here have to do with this, and the strong authority figures in your life, in your past life, have to do with the karmic connection here? And so I got this card that says Holy Balls, Testosterone Overdrive. So this has a lot to do with the power trip, the ego-driven battles that you guys have, or that one of you guys may have over the other. Like, who's caving in first? Or, I don't have to tell you anything. I'm my own boss. And the reason, do you see how I'm doing this and then I did this? And I did this unconsciously, and see how I began like this and I did this? So this tells me that there was an aggressive comment that was made, and now you guys are not speaking, and not speaking terms. And so you were very egotistical about this new beginning. Like, who the hell is this person that I have to tell her or give her reasons or explanations, or him reasons or explanations? I'm my own person. I'm independent. I'm my own boss. I can do what I want. And it's up to you, Virgo, or your soul connection. But I feel that a good person wouldn't leave things open-ended. They would say the truth in order to close a cycle like this out. They would say, I'm just not ready to give you the type of relationship you want, or I'm sorry you feel this way. Some sort of closure to this situation. But I feel like both of you guys are in your egos. But I did flip it this way, so that is past energy. A little bit like it seems like you're getting over that energy. You had to withdraw in your man or woman's cave and just be by yourself and reflect on these issues, and you had to reflect on the relationship and what it is that had made you feel, why it was that it made you feel the way it did, and you had a lot of rest and heal. You had to heal from this situation because it kind of made you lose sleep and made you look haggard, and so you had to get your sleep and your rest because it kind of like you felt that it was a lot of baggage, like energetically. And like I said, these type of relationships have a lot of residual karmic energy that's attached to these individuals because there are unresolved things. And when you leave things open like this, this is going to happen in your next lifetime. And so you even have more of these energies that you have to balance and synergize and heal. And so it just gets worse and worse as you go from your next life cycle to your next life cycle. And so this is why it's better to wrap and close these cycles out, okay? And so communication is key, and my throat chakra hurt. So it seems like you were seeking counsel with source, and so you kind of like retreated from your friends, from your family, from people. You didn't date anyone. You kept to yourself, maybe like working out or taking the time to be in your own head and reflect about it, being left to your own devices. And so now you're at that point where now you are done with that, and you are getting ready to like slowly wanting to be around other people because you did have your time to heal. The Two of Cups wanted to pop out, which is also a card of soul connections and almost, I would have to say, twin flame. So when I was thinking like, so what's next? Okay, so the person wants to, for a lot of you guys, I feel that this person wants to offer you a gift of love and wants to bring stability into the relationship, where before they couldn't give you this because they were giving to too many people because you weren't serious to them. You were just something that was fun to them and something to pass the time, to forget all the past hurts and trauma that they've had and experienced. And so they weren't thinking that they would fall in love with you. And so, but they accidentally fell in love with you with a Page of Cups and the One of Cups. And so they are ready to roll up their sleeves and be the apprentice. With a Page of Coins, for some of you guys, you are, because this causes you like unrest, and it causes you some sort of frustration. I feel like frustration where you drown yourself in your work just to not think about this. I'm getting so much frustration about this, and the frustration comes from the lack of communication. And you are trying to be strong about it with a Nine of Wands. And again, I get this card, Silent Warrior. I am the storm, says the Silent Warrior. So it's a battle for you, and you've been through the ringer, but you're fighting. You're fighting silently. And this is really something that has been not easy to deal with. And I feel like such heaviness in my throat, where it really hurts. Like, I feel so emotional about it. And the reason why is I'm not able to express my emotions. Why? Why am I not able to express my emotions? I'm just not quite sure. Is it some sort of fear that I have? I'm used to being so strong. I'm used to just having to be the leader that people look up to. I have to be the boss. I have to be so strong that I can't look weak, or I can't look like somebody else is controlling me. I have to be the one in control because I feel safe this way. And this is why I'm being stubborn about it. I'm stubborn about it. I can't help it. I don't know why. I don't know why. And there's so much that I want to say that I can't say. I don't even know where to start. This is my karma. This is my karma. I'm ready to be the Fool, card of Aries. I'm ready to be the Fool. A fool, but I'm delaying this because I don't want to be the Fool and end up falling to my death, because I only have one more wand left. And this is the only wand I have left to fight. And I don't know what would happen to me if I would fall down again. I can't. And so I'm very defensive. But I do want this. I want to be able to be the same person that I was before and be able to take a risk. I do want to. And eventually I will. Eventually. I just have to get over and balance my throat chakra and get over these feelings of blockages. It can't be good for me. Again, I want to offer a token, a boon, and roll up my sleeve and really create something in this relationship. I do want to. I'm getting the same cards over and over and over again. I want this 10 of Pentacles. This is my wish fulfillment. I do want the happy life, happy family. I want to have the relationship, maybe even have a child with this person. I do want this person. This is the person who I choose. What do the spirit animals say? What do the spirit animals say? Let's ask them for help. What do they say? What does the dog say? What does the fish say? What does the butterfly say? What does the eagle say? These cards are really big. I have long hands, but you really must believe me when I say these cards are big. I'm having even a hard time grabbing these cards. So, just bear with me for a little bit. So you need to balance, if you don't have Aquarius in your chart, your soulmate may have Aquarius in their chart. You need to balance the energies here by creating synergy, by clearing your throat chakra and healing your chakras so that you are able to communicate and not have these type of dense energies between you two. And you do this by love, by expressing self-acceptance and by healing this relationship. And just by self-love, it starts with self-love first. So you have to temper those energies. It's asking you to bring a playfulness to your passion, to bring your charm and playfulness, to bring your inner kid. Let him out or let her out. And this playfulness will help neutralize the energy. I think the first communication, the first contact, will be the most difficult one. But after you get through it, I think it'll be okay. And you explore each other, discover who this person is. Page of Feathers. For some reason, I want to read what this book says about the Page of Feathers. Page of Feathers. Curious and playful, the raccoon loves to explore every nook and cranny of his terrain, and he doesn't hesitate to go after what he wants. Bring him with ideas. He's a seeker who is adept at solving mysteries. Raccoon is your guide in the craft of exploring new ideas and how to best act on them. With his bright and alert ways, he'll keep you on your toes. Fresh concepts are surfacing as shifts are taking place within and around you. Your boundless quest for knowledge will break through old programming making room for new thoughts and viewpoints. Honesty. Be honest with yourself and with the people around you. Start with being honest with yourself first. How do you feel actually? And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Please click on thumbs up if you resonated with it, and I will see you next month. Next month we will be talking about your shadow side and how you can bring that shadow side into conscious awareness so you can fix those issues. So I will be doing shadow work for all zodiac signs. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye.